Hello, gorgeous. So, you want to look and feel hot without wearing any makeup? Well, listen, when I'm at home without any makeup on, I practically look homeless, trust me. But just because you aren't wearing any makeup doesn't mean that you have to look like, you're in one of those, like for 20 cents a day, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to look like you're in one of those commercials. So, here are some of my tips. You guys know that I like to self tan my body, but self tanner doesn't last that long on my face just because, I exfoliate and wash my face a lot more than I do the rest of my body. This is why once every 2 or 3 days, I'll take a pump or even half a pump of my favorite self tanner onto a kabuki brush, and I'll buff that onto my clean, well exfoliated and moisturized face. I use this 2-hour one from Loving Tan just because it's really quick. Sometimes I'll use the shade medium, sometimes I'll use dark. It just depends on where the rest of my self tanner is at on my body. I have a code for you guys down below if you want to try it out, but I'll just do this every so often just so that any imperfections look a lot less obvious when I do decide to go barefaced. And when I do decide to wear makeup, I don't have to wear as much of it just because I don't have to worry about matching my face to the rest of my body and all of that stuff. So this is something that I can do at night and just wash off after 2 hours. When I wake up the next morning, the tan will have developed and it'll give me a nice glow. The main goals you want to achieve are to look clean and polished above everything else. So the very first thing to do, besides of course brushing your teeth, is to wash your face. If you haven't exfoliated in the last 24 hours or so, you might want to. I like to use a little Clarisonic Mia just to cleanse and exfoliate my skin at the same time. You can use whatever you like to exfoliate, but exfoliating is important just because it'll remove any dead skin and it'll make your skin look much brighter and healthier and just overall better. After you're done, if you have any puffiness on your face, you can take an ice cube wrapped in a paper towel and run that over your face for about a minute or so. I know you're looking at this video thinking, wait a minute, Jess, you're not using an ice cube. What the hell is that green thing? It's a jade roller. Jade is a naturally cold stone, and I like to keep mine in the freezer just to keep it extra, extra cold. But to be honest, I prefer a plain old ice cube wrapped in a paper towel because besides the fact that it's practically free, it stays colder for a lot longer than this thing. What either of these things will do is depuff, tighten your pores, and perk your skin right up, and who doesn't want that? Moisturizing is key. You want your skin to look healthy and supple. I like to use Embryolisse. I buy it off of Amazon and I put that on all over my face and down onto my neck area. I even go over my lips with it just because it kind of makes a pretty decent lip balm, to be honest. If you want to add a little bit of glow, I put on some of this Glam Glow Nude Glow Moisturizer. This is totally optional. I was just playing around with it. It's pretty much colorless on the skin, but it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. So I'll just put that onto like the highest points of my face just to add a little something something, but again, totally optional. Larger pores really don't look as obvious when you aren't wearing any makeup, but in case you want to help minimize their appearance a little bit extra, you can apply some pore minimizing primer. I'm using this one from Flower Beauty, but of course you can use whatever it is that you have and already like to use. Just because you aren't wearing makeup doesn't mean you can't wear a little bit of primer. As I said, you want to look well groomed even if you aren't wearing any makeup. So make sure that your brows are in nice shape, pluck any stray hairs, brush them in place. You can even use a brow gel if you really want them to, stay where you want them to, if your brows are kind of wild. Since I don't have a lot of brow hairs naturally, this is the one thing that I always cheat. Even if I'm not going to wear any makeup, I'm always going to fill in my brows a little bit. I'll use a pencil just because it's quick and easy, but always make sure to use a clean spoolie to soften them out. For the lips, one of my favorite lip balms right now is this one from Glam Glow just because it's extra shiny. Honestly, use whatever you like on your lips, a lip balm, a clear gloss. I'm totally a fan of clear lip gloss, like you have no idea. But the main goal is for your lips to look and feel hydrated. If they are flaky, you can use a lip scrub. I have a video that I did forever ago on a bunch of easy and inexpensive ways to make your lips look super kissable. I'll link that down below if you're in the mood for a Jessica Harlow throwback. So that's it for making your face look good. In the meantime, everything else should look as good as you possibly have time for. So your hair shouldn't look like a mess. If you don't have time, just pull it up into a nice clean ponytail or a top knot. If you do have some extra time, you can go ahead and style it. I always recommend making the most of your natural hair texture. It's just like the easiest thing that you can do. This is my hair blow dried, not necessarily blown out, because I don't like to use too much heat on my hair when it isn't necessary, but to give it a little bit of extra sex appeal, I take a large barrel curling iron and I'll just wrap some pieces around it just to give a little bit more definition and shape. Again, this is optional, but you'd be so surprised at how much time you have to spend on your hair and the rest of yourself when you're not doing your makeup. Honestly, sometimes I'll prefer that my hair looks a lot better than my face does sometimes. Anyway, I purposely put on this sweatshirt just to show you that even if you aren't wearing clothing that's like special or whatever, you can still look cute. Just make sure that whatever you're wearing is clean and neat. This isn't the time to like think it's okay to throw on like a wrinkled shirt or a dress or something. Neat is really important. My last step is to throw on some jewelry. Adding some sparkle around the face can really make the world of a difference. Some pretty stud earrings go a really long way. I even like to put on some necklaces or chokers. This is the Miss Ashton's Diamonds Swarovski Crystal Choker and the Fembot Luxe Y Chain that are both from my line whoiskylmoon.com. I'll put a link down below to where you can get them. They're designed and handmade by me, so they're really special to me. And I honestly never leave the house without spritzing on my favorite fragrance. It just gives me that quick extra boost of confidence. And confidence is really key in, pulling off this look and really pulling off any look and making yourself feel like yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I hope that you enjoyed the tips and you can use them in your real life. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. I read and answer to almost everything. And yeah, as always, I look forward to talking to you again very, very soon. Bye.